April 1937, Air Commodore Sir Frank Whittle's first gas turbine aero engine was given its initial trials. This engine was designed and built with the assistance of the BTH Company. The firm of Power Jets Limited had been formed to proceed with its development. After working under Whittle's direction at a small factory near Rugby, the firm moved in 1943 to a new factory near Leicester, built for them by the government. Here, rapid progress was made in the development and manufacture of Whittle engines. This is a model of the W2-700 engine, which, although weighing only slightly more than the original flight engine, developed 3 times the power. The way in which the Whittle jet engine works is simple. Air is drawn into the engine by a centrifugal compressor. Although similar to the compressor of an ordinary aero engine supercharger, it is much larger, handling more than 10 times the amount of air. After being compressed, the air passes to the combustion chambers, where it is heated by a spray of burning paraffin or petrol. The heated air and products of combustion then pass straight to the turbine, which is driven round at speeds up to nearly 20,000 revolutions per minute. The turbine in turn drives the compressor, to which it is directly coupled. A large part of the energy in the heated air is absorbed by the turbine to enable it to drive the compressor and fuel pump. The remaining energy is used directly in the jet to drive the plane forward. In May 1941, the first flight of a British jet-propelled aeroplane took place. Built by the Gloucester Aircraft Company and powered by a Whittle engine, the E-28 was purely an experimental plane. With this plane, much useful flying experience was obtained. The absence of noise and vibration in the cockpit, coupled with the simplicity of the controls, greatly impressed the pilots. The E-28 can now be seen in the Science Museum, South Kensington. Here is the prototype of the RAF's first jet fighter, the Gloucester Meteor. The early Meteors were powered by Rolls-Royce Welland engines. These were a development of the Whittle W2B engine. The first RAF squadron to be equipped with Meteors was number 616. After carrying out their initial training at Farnborough, they transferred to Manston Aerodrome, Kent, in the summer of 1944. While at Manston, they went into action against the flying bombs and were found to be the most successful of our fighters, shooting down the greatest number of bombs per flying hour. Four years later, the first British Aircraft Constructors Show to be held at Farnborough took place in September 1948. Although piston engines were still in evidence, jets were very much to the fore. Next to the standard Meteor stood the first Meteor trainer, recently returned from a successful tour of Europe. In it, Gloucester's chief test pilot, Bill Waterton, had given several continental countries their first experience of a jet plane's speed and grace. Close by stood the de Havilland Ghost engine Vampire, the first jet plane to hold the world's altitude record. The first single-engine jet fighter specially designed for the Navy. Powered by a Neen, its short twin jet pipes allow extra space for fuel tanks and thus give it increased range. The first jet-driven all-wing aircraft, the AW-52. The first four-jet airliner, the Neen engine Tudor 8, 2 days after making its maiden flight. And the world's first jet airliner, the experimental Neen Viking. And here comes the first jet flying boat, piloted by Geoffrey Tyson. The Saunders Row naval fighter doesn't seem to mind which way up it flies. Its two Metropolitan Vickers axial flow turbines give it great speed and maneuverability. Next, the Meteor Mark IV takes off. Here comes the Vampire. Some expert aerobatics by John Derry. Next, the Hawker naval fighter. The Meteor trainer. The AW-52. and so to the future. Jet-propelled airliners will fly fast and at great heights. The world will grow smaller.